First, we did it first. We did it first. First, we did it first. We did it first. Terence Crawford, he received a lot of disdain. He received a lot of disrespect when he took the fight with David Avanesyan. Every Spence fan, from the extreme Spence heads to the aerosexuals, they all was giving this man all types of hell for taking the Avanesyan fight. So here's my thing. When you really look at the Avanesyan fight, when you think about it, man, was all of this the plan all along? Did Bud know that this fight probably was still gonna happen anyway? And Errol wasn't ready, or was he really going through something with Al Heyman, where Al Heyman was acting real funny style? Because now that I think about it, it goes back to what I was saying before. When Bud came out and made that video, that live, and he was talking about the negotiations with South and all this stuff, and he was kind of like, putting it out there that, Al, he's a cruel businessman, shit like that he was saying. But I was saying to myself, well, then they start talking about spinning the block, right? So you like, okay, when they do spin the block, what's gonna change? I said this. I said, what's gonna change? Like, so is money gonna just come out of nowhere, or how does this work? What's gonna be different from the first negotiations to now? And then now you notice that Errol keeps saying him and Bud made this fight happen. Him and Bud made this fight happen, and I'm like, well, shit, he could have did that before when they first was talking. What made Errol all of a sudden just want to talk to Bud on the phone now about the fight? But when Bud asked Errol before that, about the BLK situation, and he said Errol ain't never called him back. So I'm just like, all right, what happened in between all of this stuff? We probably will never know. It makes me feel like they all knew already what the plan was going to be. Like, all right, look, I ain't going to fight him right now, or I'm going to wait till such and such give me the green light to fight Bud or something. Then I guess Bud had Avanesyan or another fight planned in his head. Like, in case this don't work out right now, I need to stay busy. I need to tune up for Errol, because I know the fight is coming. I need another fight. And that, to me, was why I think he fought David Avanesyan, y'all. And I think that was the smart thing for Bud to do, was take another fight to just a busy fight. And I think now that I realize that these Spence dudes that support him, they upset that Bud took that fight for that reason. I'm thinking they mad because Bud took a tune-up fight, bro. Because they always harping on this whole thing. Errol said he ain't taking no tune-ups. Errol said he ain't come back till he don't do tune-ups. He want to go straight for Bud Crawford. All right, so then if that's the case, then that should have been a thing. Then it should have happened a long time ago. Then if that's the case, bro. If you look at it that way, but Errol sat out. Was that a good idea for Errol to sit out and not take something? Not even a Thurman fight. Somebody just to stay busy, right? What's wrong with a stay busy fight? Bud did it, and I think when you watch the fight with Avanesyan, Bud was kind of getting in the rhythm, getting himself ready for Errol Spence. He was testing some things. Yeah, I know David Avanesyan is not Errol Spence. We know that, aerosexuals. We know that. I know y'all gonna say, yeah, but Avanesyan ain't Errol Spence though. Duh, we know that. Clearly, we can see that. But that doesn't mean when you take on a tune-up, get to knock a little bit of rust off. I think before he fought Avanesyan, the last fight was what he had fought Sean Porter in 2021. So Terence Crawford was out the ring for a little bit too. So he got back in the rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Got him a nice fight, and he got the knockout, a KO. And he was in there probably testing for Errol Spence, man. He was in there practicing, engaging his shots. He was standing in the pocket, trying to get his coordination right for the body attack. I was looking at all that shit he was doing, bro. That's what he was doing. Yo, bro, you tripping? He ain't. That's David Avanesyan. He ain't like Errol. It's not the point of him being like Errol Spence. It's the point of Bud practicing. It's kind of like you go to the gun range, right? Go to the gun range with your favorite gun. You're not in a real shootout. You know what I'm saying? But you at the gun range, you practicing so you could, you ain't been to the range in like a year. So you like, let me pull my gun out and take it to the range and practice my sighting, my sight picture, get all of that correct, straight. If I ain't shot in a while, I wanna, let me go stand and shoot some rounds and get used to the recoil again. Focus on my sight picture. Focus on my breathing and focus on my reloading and my trigger control. And just in case when I do go out there and I do, God forbid, I get into a shootout, a real one, my mechanics will be back. Or better yet, I could even say the equivalent of Bud sparring would be training, but then in the ring with Avanesyan would be the real thing. So in practice with a firearm, standing in front of a target shooting is the equivalent to sparring probably, and then go into a run and gun shoot or getting into a shootout would be the real deal. So just because you take a tune-up or you're practicing something doesn't mean you don't have to literally be in the same situation, but you're prepared for it. Well, how's he prepared for Spence fight Avanesyan? Because I just explained it to you. He's getting himself, he's working on his mechanics and working on different things like that. And in preparation for Errol Spence. Because if he didn't do that, and he just decided to do what Errol did, Errol thought he was one-upping Bud by saying, I don't take tune-ups, to try to kind of slight Bud for taking that Avanesyan fight. But in all reality, bro, that was smart for Terence Crawford to do that. And I think it was foolish for Errol Spence not to take something in between time, bro. He should have took a fight. Somebody, he could afford it. Just get Thurman out the way. Thurman would have been a really good fight for Errol Spence. He should have just took the Thurman fight and then go into the Terence Crawford fight, in my opinion. Or, fight Alexis Roca. Somebody, man. Come on, you unified, bro. You can fight who you want to fight. But we gonna find out real soon why I think Errol Spence should have took a tune-up. But nah, the big fish don't do tune-ups. All right. We'll see. Let's see if him not taking a tune-up was the best thing for him. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Anyway, this is your boy Rebel Life Boxing, man. What y'all think? Drop a comment. I'll catch y'all later.